I woke up on Christmas morning to the sound of my son crying downstairs. My eyes shot open and I rolled over, instantly seeing my husband's side of the bed was empty. He must be downstairs, I thought, probably comforting our son about a present he didn't like. I rushed down expecting to see them on the couch, surrounded by wrapping paper. Instead, I saw my 7-year-old sitting alone in front of the Christmas tree, sobbing. My husband was nowhere to be seen, but that wasn't even the worst part. The tree was totally empty. There was nothing under it, not a single present. Mommy, my son was crying. Why didn't Santa come? Was I bad this year? I froze. This didn't make sense. Me and my husband had literally wrapped those presents and put them under the tree last night at 2 a.m. We took pictures, even had our wedding slideshow playing in the background. Spent the night talking about how lucky we were that this was our life. Now everything was gone. I tried to be good, my son cried. I shared my toys. I left Santa milk and cookies. Why doesn't Santa love me? I knelt down and held his face. My heart was breaking, but I couldn't show it. Baby, Santa came. There was just a mix-up. Mommy will make some calls and get him to deliver our presents, okay? I need you to go outside and build the biggest snowman ever, so big Santa can see it from his sleigh. My son wiped his nose. Really? You can get the presents? I gulped, knowing I might be lying. Yes, now go. He put on his snow clothes and ran outside, hope in his eyes. The second the door closed, I let myself cry, just for a moment. Then I went upstairs. I grabbed my phone to call my husband, but before I could, I noticed it. His closet was empty. I did a double take. I opened his drawer and noticed his wallet was gone too. His keys as well. I opened my phone and went to call him, but I was blocked. I texted him and my message went through in green. I checked social media. I was blocked everywhere. I stood in our bedroom shaking. What happened? Did someone take him? Did he take the presents? Was this a mental breakdown? None of it made sense. Then I remembered the tracker. You see, 6 months ago, my husband didn't come home one night. His phone had died and I presumed the worst. It turned out his brother had surprised him and they lost track of time. But I was so scared that he agreed to put a tracker on his car. He said I could check it whenever I wanted. I opened the app. His location was still live. He hadn't disabled it. I zoomed in and saw he was 90 minutes away at some address I'd never seen. I stared at the little blue dot on my screen, my mind spinning. He left the tracker on. There's no way this is what it looks like. There has to be some explanation. Maybe he went to get a last-minute present. I went back downstairs. My son was outside finishing his snowman. Mommy, did you call Santa? I did, baby. Good news. We have to go on a little adventure to get the presents. His eyes lit up. Like a treasure hunt? Exactly like a treasure hunt. We got in the car. He was so excited, babbled the whole drive about what he hoped Santa brought him. I smiled and nodded, but my knuckles were white on the steering wheel. We drove past the city, then through the countryside, then into a nice suburb I'd never been to before. The GPS said, "You have arrived." It was a quiet street with nice houses, Christmas lights everywhere. Then I saw it. My husband's car, parked in a driveway. My blood went cold. Mommy, is this where the presents are? I could barely speak. Yeah, baby, I think so. We walked up to the front door. I was holding his hand, my heart pounding so hard I could hear it. I rang the doorbell. A woman answered, pretty, wearing a Christmas sweater. I recognized her immediately. My husband's high school sweetheart who broke up with him after she left for college. Hi, can I help you? I heard footsteps before I could respond. My husband appeared behind her. He saw me and his face distorted into a shape that should be mathematically impossible. We locked eyes. Then I looked past him into the living room and my stomach sank. 2 kids were playing with presents. Our presents. Surrounded by the same wrapping paper we'd used last night. On the couch sat the jewelry box I'd bought for myself. He'd stolen our gifts and brought them here. My son tugged my hand. Mommy, that boy has the race car I asked for. The woman turned around to my husband, who was trembling. Honey, do you know her? I stepped in without asking. I'm his wife. This is his son. Those are our presents. Her face removed itself of color. Wife? She turned to him. You told me you were divorced. I looked at the 2 kids. Are those his? She shook her head. They're mine. From my first marriage. I couldn't believe it. You left your real son on Christmas morning. I yelled at my husband. To play stepdad to kids who aren't yours. You stole presents from your own child. My son looked up at his father, tears in his eyes. Daddy, why did you take my Christmas presents? Am I not good enough for you? My husband couldn't speak. His eyes were watering. I can explain. The woman slapped him. Save your explanation for the mailbox. Get out. She kicked him out and left him standing there. He rang the doorbell for an hour before he finally gave up and walked away. We later found out he got drunk, fell asleep in the snow, and now needs his leg amputated.